Essa definitivamente é a praia para quem gosta de cachorro.
Previously on Odd Life. We said goodbye to everyone in Brazil and moved to Australia. But 5 months later, we realized that actually, that was not what we were looking for. This series has subtitles in Portuguese and in English. In case you don't know how to activate them, click on this link to learn. Arriving in Bali after 10 years since our last trip to the island was a lot different than we could imagine.
Since the moment we arrived, we noticed a big change in Bali. The airport now is way bigger. The traffic in Bali? Whoa, I could talk about that for an hour. But to make it short, it's still a mess. Even though they did some improvements, seems like the traffic just got worse. 10 years ago, we rented a car and drove everywhere around Bali. Nowadays, anywhere we go by car takes us at least 1 hour. To solve this problem, we did what most people do. We exchanged our car for a motorbike, and that's when our trip began. Life is way better if you have a motorbike in Bali.
Our initial plan was to spend a week in each different spot of the island, and even visit different islands. But like always, plans change all the time. After a week waiting for wind to kitesurf in Sanur, we decided to go to the other side of Bali to check out a kite wave spot that was a potential second destination, and that's how we found Canggu. The wind there wasn't the best, but somehow straight away we fell in love with this place and decided to stay longer. Long enough for us to consider Canggu our home in Indonesia. Cadê o milagre que tu entrou na água hoje? Cadê?
Então a gente tá há quase 2 meses aqui nesse hotel. E eu acho que é a primeira vez que eu molhei o cabelo na água.
Eu tomo banho de piscina todo dia. I think we actually like it because we finally found what we were looking for. A comfortable place, cheap enough to fit in our wallets, but at the same time close enough to the beach so we could go for a walk, surf, or even enjoy a sunset whenever we feel like. So instead of moving around, we ended up at the same hotel for almost 2 months. Viu? Acorda cedo e tem sorte de pegar um nascer do sol bonito hoje. Alguém tá pronto pra ir pra praia? Pronto pra ir pra praia? Tá me olhando?
Seu cabelo tá ótimo.
Hã?
Seu cabelo tá ótimo.
É isso que dá molhar o cabelo, dormir com ele molhado.
Tá grande.
Não é nada. Vamos lá. Vamos que tá pronto pro verão.
Um cachorro me adotou hoje. Essa definitivamente é a praia para quem gosta de cachorro. Tem até um que me adotou aqui. E aí?
Tá menorzinho, mas tava...
Like always, I just asked a simple question and there comes Duca.
tomar um café? Segundo round? Mais ou menos.
Well, sometimes, even in paradise, we, or in this case, I, actually need to work. But after that comes the reward. Time to go out for lunch. Of course, like always, after studying the menu that we already knew by heart, we always ended up eating the same food, the everyday nasi goreng.
Once I promised that if we made back to Indonesia, I would eat a nasi goreng every single day. And that's what happened. In Bali, it's really easy to stop walking and use the motorbike to go everywhere. Of course, that also happened to us. A motorbike was our only means of transportation, and we couldn't live without it.
It's interesting how after a while in the same place, no matter where we are, we end up creating our own routine. For dinner, there was no decision to be made. We had our official restaurant, Contic, and that's where we met our good friend Kaku.
Manager!
Here comes the boss. That's the manager.
I hope you have enjoyed this episode. See you guys next week when Kaku takes us to his village to have a wood carving class with his father.